I love I apologize for that. So friend, I've actually been speaking to myself. The mic was muted and then I never really went to confirm or check. So welcome back to our YouTube channel. Remember, the channel belongs to you and I, so we want at least to take about 30 minutes to at least know how you're doing, or you know how I'm doing, so that we can at least like just knowing how we are all doing. So friend, how are you? How have you been? Yeah, since the last time we actually spoke today in the morning. Yeah, I remember I did a stream today at around, was it 2 a.m.? Yeah, I did a stream today morning at 2 a.m. So, and here I am again. So the second stream on the same day. Yeah, so if when you come across this, kindly say hello to me so that we can at least mark the in I remember in my high school days we used to say roll call. Yeah, so friend, today actually the flu is gone. Like I'm better today. I'm fine. I'm really doing great. So I hope you're doing great. So welcome back to our stream also, friend. If you're joining and maybe you've not subscribed, we will really appreciate so much if you subscribe and also say hello to us. Yes, like we said, so that we can at least know who is greeting us and where from. It's really helpful. For me, I'm from Kenya, which is in the East Africa. So friend, where are you from? Which region or country or nation or continent are you representing? So if you're joining us, kindly, and you've not subscribed, kindly support us by subscribing. Also, we have very amazing videos that we normally do in the village. If maybe you love the village vibe, then this is the best place to be. Yeah, also it's a really very cold where I am right now, so you have to like wear warm. If not, this is what we call pneumonia and some other like flus, like the cold common flu. Yeah, they might actually attack you. So friend, how are you doing? You can put a comment on the comment section so that we go through it. Yeah, it's part of the conversation. So I'm trying to at least check my network over here so that I can be sure. But though, from what I can see is we have yes, a friend. I'm trying to make sure if whether to check whether we are live on this other side. Also, the other thing is of late I've not been receiving messages on the screen over here, so it has really been a challenge. I have no idea why, but friend, if you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and also say hello and tell us where you're watching or you're streaming this from. It's really helpful, very, very helpful. I also pray that it doesn't really rain tonight, because whenever it rains, it really disrupts our stream. You can hear from a distance some, what do we call it? Some drizzling. I pray and hope that it does not rain for today. Yeah, it has actually been raining since morning, which is not really common, although it happens sometimes. I'm waiting for your messages, for your comments, friend. So if maybe you've commented and I've not read it, kindly bear with me for just a few minutes, very few minutes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So my name is Ino. You can call me Ino, or you can call me Mark29. I'll gladly say hello back. So friend, if you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing. That is, if maybe you've not subscribed, and we will be very, very grateful. Okay, now I can actually, I've seen the comments, so I can see somebody saying, hey, somebody known as Lexandrax. Hi to Lexandrax, and then I can see Cynthia Pio. You're saying, hi, I love you. Are you a guy? Of course I'm a guy, is Cynthia. And then Dylan Honey, you're saying, hey bro, hey to Dylan, how are you? Welcome, friend. And then you're really looking like a gangster. That is from Dylan Honey. And then we have Milton, is Milton Swal. You're saying I subscribed. Thank you very much, Milton. We are really grateful for that. And then I can see somebody. Milton, you're saying you're in Kenya, so the same country that I'm in. Milton, you're saying I have a friend and I call him Ino. Thank you very much, Milton. That means a lot to me. Are you talking about me, or maybe there is a different Milton? Also, Dylan, kindly support us by subscribing. We have Cynthia Pio, do the same kindly. And then we have Lexandrax, also kindly support us by subscribing. So who am I forgetting? Like, how have I not mentioned? Seems my network here is really troubling me. But friend, if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing. We will appreciate so much. That is if maybe this is your first time here. So the thing is, we normally and the rains are here. I can hear them from a distance. Wow. Okay, friend. So today we were resuming our weird and bizarre stories, but it has begun drizzling, which normally is a challenge for us, because we cannot really, I cannot speak and then while it's raining. Yeah, it's really hard. Maybe you cannot actually hear me because of the iron sheets. They normally produce a lot of noise or sound whenever it's raining. So my wish is that it at least gives us an allowance will it really? Yeah, around it's 10:14 p.m. Kenya, the East Africa. So friend, if you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. Yeah, I cannot access the messages anymore. It's like my machine has hung. Or what is it? Wow. Yeah, that happens. And also the rains are here. But I'll not actually end this stream. Maybe I'll mute for some time and wait for the rains to stop, and then we'll continue. Yeah, no matter how long it takes, maybe unless it goes past maybe midnight. So that is when maybe we'll not continue streaming. That will be 3 hours from now, which is we normally do not run actually our stream for more than 2 hours. So if maybe the rains will allow us. Yeah, I said the first 30 minutes are going to be at least for greetings. You say hello, you tell us where you are typing from or maybe commenting from. And then if maybe you've not subscribed, you support us by subscribing, and then we move ahead. I apologize for that. Somebody is calling me. I cannot really pick while we are streaming. Yeah, if I pick, then I'm sure that the conversation will be it will involve you. Yeah, my machine also hanged. Wow. Why today? Why now? So friend, though I'm actually working on it, I'm trying my best to at least fetch the comments very, very soon. Meanwhile, friend, you can continue commenting, because as soon as I get the messages, I'll read them. So maybe do not really kindly bear with me or us on this. Yeah, these things actually, they do happen, which is, it's common. Yeah, in a few, like in around 17 minutes from now, we'll be telling or talking about weird stories or bizarre stories. But for now, if maybe you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe, support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. So thank you. I can see some thumbs up over there. Thank you very much. Big up yourselves. Yeah, my machine is really troubling me, but we are working on that, friend. So comment, tell me where you are from, and you can also, if maybe you've watched any of our videos, you can also comment and say maybe where we need to at least work on. You see, you're like the, what can I call you? The person who is like, can I call you a critic? Yeah. Obviously everybody like if somebody criticizes you, like there is positive criticism and there is negative criticism. So you're supposed to at least welcome all, not just the positive, because the negative ones also might be carrying some message or some things that you really need to work on. So do not really select, like, if maybe you criticize me negatively, I'm not going to listen to you. I'll pick only the positive ones. So that will actually hinder you from growing. So like for me, if you criticize me negatively, I'll look into it. Yeah, maybe it might be carrying the truth, or maybe it might be like you're saying it from the hate point. So I'll look into it, and then maybe if there is some adjustments that I need to work on, I'll work on that. So friend, send those critics to me so that I can know at least what I need to work on when it comes to our videos, creating, making such things. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot read the comments, and I'm not really sure why they are not visible on the screen over here, which is a very big challenge. So I have to depend from somewhere else, on this place that I'm depending on has hung. Maybe it's because of the drizzling. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, friend, so we've been here actually for the past 17 minutes. Wow. So the rains also are not really excusing us. Hello to Milton's world. Yeah, I have a problem with my what do we call it? My comments, and also it was drizzling heavily. I had to mute the mic so that it cannot really affect your ears. You see, in the village, it normally rains like every excuse me. Yeah, what I was saying is, here in the village, it actually rains like anytime. Yeah, be it early in the morning, be it late in the evening, be it night, like right now, it rains. So let's hope that tonight maybe it will excuse us, so that we at least have, yeah. So Milton, you're also saying it has started drizzling over there. So Milton, where are you actually at? That is if maybe you do not mind. You see, there are people who really like never want to tell people where they are. Again, somebody is calling me. I wish she knew that I was streaming. So that, yeah, so that by the time I'll be done, I'll call her back. At least right now, friend, I can actually get your messages. Yeah. Very nice. So this is actually a bit better. Although because it's drizzling, there is some, is it buffering? Yeah, the internet is not really good, but yeah, at least I can, yeah. So I believe we are good right now. So if, friend, yeah, we've been here for the past 26 minutes. And maybe if you're joining us and you've not subscribed, kindly support us by subscribing. So in a few minutes time, we'll be talking about the weird stories or the bizarre stories. So friend, do not move. Yeah, it's been actually days since the last time we talked about such. Like, is it 4 or 5 days? Almost a week actually. So but today we are resuming, and like we are back like we never left. So friend, if you're joining us, kindly, and if not subscribed, kindly support us by subscribing, and also watch our videos. Yeah, we normally talk about the happenings in the village. So apart from this stream, yeah, when it comes to streaming, we normally talk about weird stories, the bizarre ones. But the videos, we really talk about what. Yeah, Milton, you're saying I've subscribed. Thank you very much, Milton. Thank you. We really appreciate that support very, very much. So we need other Miltons to step in and support us by subscribing, and we will be very, very grateful. So any Milton around, yeah, to subscribe. And also kindly, after you subscribe, Milton, at least watch our videos. Not so much. Maybe you can click, and then after you see the intro, then you can, yeah, you do not really have to watch the whole thing if maybe you're not interested in what happens in the village. Although I know there are people who really want to know like how village life is. How do you survive in the village? At times, no electricity. So how do you upload your videos without electricity? You see such things? Yeah, we normally talk about such things, and being broke, and then you're very broke in the village, you have no coin, but you'll eat. If maybe you're broke and then you're living in the city, and then maybe end month comes, you have to pay rent, you have to buy food, yeah, and other bills. But here in the village, you do not really need to worry. As long as you have a roof on your head, you'll eat, no paying rent. Milton, you're saying, oh, sorry. So, friend, living in the village is actually, so we've been here, as I promised early. Mariam, how are you? I'm very happy to see you. So Mariam has said hi. Hi to Mariam. Welcome back. I hope you and yours are doing great. When I say yours, I mean your family. Mariam Elasal. You've actually changed your profile picture. Not your profile, what do we call it? So this YouTube, we do not really talk about profile. What do you call it? The banner. Is it a banner? Yeah, I can see somebody different over there. Is it really you, Mariam? Yeah, the face that was there initially is not the same that is here right now. So friend, it's been 30 minutes. And as I promised, it's about weird stories or bizarre stories. So I have to keep that promise. Even though it's drizzling, I believe maybe you can hear me. Yes, I believe I found my weird stories. Mariam, you're asking, how are you, my brother? I'm doing great, Mariam. And how are you doing? I actually missed you, Mariam. And I'm very happy to see you back. How's everything, Mariam? So, friend, Turkey, okay. Now, to begin with, our first weird story. The Sin City Tokan. That is the title, and then it says, yeah, Mariam is saying, yeah, good, thanks. Always welcome, Mariam. Always welcome. So the Sin City Tycoon, after months of playing hide and seek in Las Vegas, a wayward tycoon has finally been rescued from the home owner's garage. That was actually the end. The Sin City Tycoon, after months of playing hide and seek in Las Vegas, a wayward tycoon has finally been rescued from a home owner's garage. I do not even know what a tycoon is. A tokan. Or is it a tochan? Yeah, you see, the problem is actually it's drizzling over here. And I'm really 100% sure the noise is actually coming to the other side. But let me confirm. So that I cannot continue talking to myself. If maybe the noise is too loud, then we'll wait for the rains to stop and then we continue. it's not a lot. Yeah, so we can continue. So moving on to the second weird story, the PB4WEGO battle. That is the title, and then it says New York Governor Kathy who? Kathy Hochul personally stepped in to save her grandfather's customized license plate reading PB4WEGO, PB4WEGO, after it was flagged by the DMV. So, Mariam, there's yeah, you wrote me actually. I commented in, I believe, in English. So my machine has translated it into Arabic. Is it Arabic that you speak? I'm actually trying to see if I can translate it back so that I can understand what you meant. Also, friend, if maybe you've joined the stream, kindly support us by subscribing, comment, and we will be very, very grateful for that. Yeah, I'm trying to translate what Mariam said. Yes, it's taking quite some time. I believe it's my network. Yeah, but I'll get it. So Mariam, whatever you like, the comment that you put there, actually I cannot read it at the moment because it is written in, I do not really know which language is this. Yeah, I actually saw this last time, though the last time messages were being displayed on my so I apologize for that, friend. We went missing and now we are back. I cannot get the messages on my screen. Like, what happened? Yeah, when they were coming on my screen, actually I was able to read them, but we'll work on that as time goes by. So we were talking about the second weird story, the PB4WEGO. New York Governor Kathy Hochul personally stepped in to save her grandfather's customized license plate reading PB4WEGO after it was flagged by the DMV. So this is the governor of New York stepping in to at least to save a grandfather. So the grandfather, it's like his vehicle was actually about to be taken away from him by the DMV. But the governor stepped in and helped, excuse me for that, helped this grandfather, which is really a great thing. We normally say that you're supposed to be your brother's keeper. So the governor is obviously a very powerful person, and I'm really having issues with my comments. I'm trying to sort it out So friend, also if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will be very, very grateful if maybe you've not subscribed. Yeah, Mariam, I'm actually working on that. I also want to see what you've written, for real. So we normally talk about being a brother's keeper. Like, whatever you do, always mind your brother, your next brother, somebody who's close to you. It does not really mean that you, by saying brother, like you have to be related to the person. No, by saying brother is like a fellow human being. And when I say brother, I mean I generalize. Women and men. So we can put them together as brothers. And maybe can I add sisters, brothers and sisters, so that it can at least sound, yeah, as it's supposed to. So the governor stepped in and then helped this grandfather, and the grandfather retained his vehicle. I'm very sure that this grandfather is actually not going to joke about the plates next time. He'll probably go and apply for the right ones and do away with the customized ones. PB we go. So that was our second weird story. Moving on to the third, Turkey escape. An Ontario man had to jump into a stranger's car to escape a pair of aggressive chasing turkeys. Friend, have you ever actually been chased by turkeys? I remember there was this time when I was very young growing up, and then we had my uncle who used to be our neighbor. So he used to like tame turkeys. So I remember there is a day that I wanted to go and say hello to him, and then immediately I got into his compound. Before I even got to the doorstep, the turkeys really chased me like out of the compound. So I never made it in to go and say hello to my uncle. So that was a very, very long time ago, very many years ago, but it's still very fresh in my memory. Yeah. So this man here was actually chased by turkeys, and he decided like what I'll do is, instead of I continuing to run, like I probably might not even overrun the turkeys, what I'll do is I'll jump into somebody's car. And he jumped into somebody's car and then he rescued himself. So the car actually played a very vital role. So maybe the turkeys could have actually attacked this guy. And when they begin attacking, they do not really stop. They attack one after the other. One after the other. That is what normally happens. So friend, I'm actually trying to at least get the messages, but they are really behaving very stubborn over here. Anyway, so that was the third weird story. Moving on. The 2,000-mile pickup. Now listen, friend. A customer was baffled to learn the logical warehouse for her table order was actually across the country, despite her husband's Google Fu insisting it was just down the street. Yeah, the rains are here, friend. So we have to at least pause and then we'll continue after the rains. Kindly bear with us, friend. Yeah, so friend, the rains look like they've actually given us a break to continue. With our weird stories. Yeah, I'm actually sleepy. Today morning I slept at 4, around 5 a.m. Actually 5 a.m. So that is the reason as to why I guess I'm very sleepy this early. Anyway, friend, so the thing is, we were talking about a turkey escape. So this guy was actually being chased by turkeys, and he saw like the only way he had was to jump into somebody's vehicle and then rescue himself. So that was the only option he had, and he took it. He jumped into somebody's vehicle to at least evade the attack from turkeys. Nice one. So moving on to weird story number 4, the 2,000-mile pickup. Now listen to this. A customer was baffled to learn the logical warehouse for her table order was actually across the country, despite her husband Google Flu insisting it was just down the street. So you Google about maybe an item that you want, and then it shows you the item is across the street, the place where you live, and then you move across. So for this family over here, the warehouse or the pickup was 200 miles. That is a very, very far, a very long distance away. 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles. That is very far. So friend, I'm actually having issues with my machine over here. I'm really worried. Like, you see, I'm actually in the dark. I really have no idea if maybe we are live, or maybe the stream is not working, because I cannot really even just get comments. Yeah, it's really a challenge, a very big one. Yeah, anyway, we'll continue as long as maybe I can see myself over here. Maybe we are still live. And then there is two weird story number 5, Vatican maintenance. That is the title. And then it says, restorers just removed a mysterious salty white film that had been coating Michelangelo's The Last Judgment. The Vatican maintenance. Restorers just removed a mysterious salty white film that had been coating Michelangelo's The Last Judgment. Yeah, it's really confusing. Very, very confusing. So I thought maybe it was there to at least for a reason, that is. But looks like it was not. So the rains are here again. Oh my. What are we gonna do? They're not really giving us space to breathe. Anyway, friend, Well, actually, continue or maybe wait for it to stop again. Yeah, we really need to do some adjustments on our time, because maybe during the night it actually rains. It also rains during the day. So we really need to make some adjustments so that we stream when it's not raining. It will be actually fair to each and every person. They will not experience the noise. Okay, friend. So I believe finally, uh, Miriam, are you still around? So I can finally, at least finally, I've found you. Yeah, I found your messages actually. Again, they've disappeared, but I'll retrieve them. I know how. Yeah, so friend, what I was actually saying is we went mute because of the rains. And now the rain seems like they're about to stop. So we are back. We are back like we never left. Yeah, it's actually taking a lot of time to load, and I'm very patient. I'll wait for it. So when it finishes, then we'll get the opportunity to at least read the comments. I cannot really see them over here, so I'm waiting for them from the other side. And kindly bear with me. It's taking a lot of time. Yeah, poor network issues. It's moving on a pace of what do we call it? A caterpillar. Is it a caterpillar or a snail? Actually, a snail. Between a snail and a chameleon, which one moves very slow? Yeah, the slowest. Snail, chameleon, and then we have tortoise. So which one moves at a very low pace? Yeah. This thing is really slow. Very, very slow. Also, friend, for those who subscribed, thank you very much. Excuse me. We had like how many? 866 subscribers. So right now I can see we are at 870. So thank you very much for those who've taken their time to subscribe. Now what is really slowing us down is I saw your somebody, Mariam, I saw your comment. You were asking which machine. There is a certain machine that I'm using over here, which is really letting me down big time. It's really slow. I do not really know if maybe I'll wait for it till tomorrow to respond, or maybe it might respond soon. Wow. Really? So I can see Mariam and Milton. Yeah. I'm actually receiving your comments, and then they are really so I'm actually using what we call a laptop. Yeah, I believe it's really old, very, very old. So what happens when somebody grows old? They move at a very slow pace, very slow. So Mariam was saying you thought YouTube translates. Yeah, it does actually. It does. I wonder what happened today. Maybe excuse me, maybe it took a break. Yeah, and now it's resuming. So it's translating now what you were saying. I also saw Milton's comment. You are saying Arabic is easier to you. Is it? Yeah, though there are some few messages, comments that I cannot really retrieve at the time, as at now. So I'll go with those that I can be able to fetch right now. So Miriam, you're saying, I'm sorry. That again. So you're saying, I'm sorry, I thought that YouTube translates to you because Arabic is easier to me. Oh, that was from Mariam. And then Milton said he understands, but he can't see your comment because, yeah, my machine is really giving me a very hard time. He understands. Oh, it has again disappeared. Yeah, it's anyway, friend. So we've been around for the past 1 hour, 9 minutes, and we've not really moved from like where we are supposed to move from. It's like we are stuck. Yeah, this is the worst place to be right now. So let me try my best. It's really loading, taking a lot of time over there. At times I really wonder what could be the problem. Like it's not actually responding like completely. And also looking at my phone over here, you see, I normally stream using a phone. So looking at it, it does not really, like nowadays, it never displays messages. I mean comments. So it's also another big challenge for me. But friend, if maybe you are joining us and you have not subscribed, kindly support us by subscribing. So where could these comments be? If maybe they are not over here. Yeah, excuse me for that. Wow. Yeah, this has actually never happened. It has never happened. So I'm wondering, like, why today? Today is on Thursday. So tomorrow is on Friday. And then the following day will be weekend. So it's misbehaving because maybe we are nearing the weekend or what? And also the rains are drizzling. So this is what we normally call in Swahili maswara. Bad luck. Yeah, you want to do something great and then there are things that are happening and you wonder like what is really happening? Why am I not moving? Why am I stuck? Nothing seems to be working. That happens. Also, that is nature. So we cannot really control, like we have limited control over that. Excuse me. Also, friend, I can hear the rains are increasing. So we'll have to mute again as we wait for our response from this other side. Kindly Okay, friend. I can now fetch. Yeah, I've found them actually. Although the first messages that came, comments that came from Miriam, they were actually in Arabic, and YouTube cannot really translate them for me. And then there is Belaku. Belaku, you were asking which country am I coming from, bro? So the question is, which country, bro? Okay, Belaku, if maybe you're still around, I come from Kenya. Kenya is in the East Africa. I believe I've answered you. And then we have Miriam, who said, yes, Arabic. It's Arabic you can't understand. Yeah, for real. Miriam, come back and translate that for me. Kindly. And then so you guys really okay, so you guys really had a very long conversation. I'm trying to find out where it began from. I believe I read the comment from Dilo Honey. And then yeah, Milton, there is a time you mentioned the time, 10:14 p.m. And then we have it's okay, it happens sometimes. I understand. Thank you very much. That is my sister Nancy Maxi. You're saying, guys, give a stream a like, also show some love by subscribing. Thank you very much. So also, friend, if maybe you're watching this, Nancy also has a YouTube channel. She does a lot very good videos, mostly about cooking. So you can also support her, subscribe to her channel kindly. And then Milton, you said I already subbed. Thank you very much, Milton. We said we need a lot of Miltons. And then you said I wanted to show him some love. Thank you very much, Milton, for a fellow citizen. Amazing, Milton. Nancy said, Milton, thank you. And again, it's okay. We are back. Okay. So Milton asked Nancy a question over there. Nancy responded. Yeah, so and then it has started to drizzle here. Yeah, sure, Milton. And then Mariam, you joined. So I really missed all that. Mariam, kindly come back and tell us what you meant, like what you wrote in Arabic. So you said, yes, it's Arabic you can't understand. So that was actually a question. And then I said, yes, Mariam, I cannot understand Arabic, honestly. And then Milton, you said, I'm seeing what you're seeing. Mariam, oh, sorry, I thought YouTube translates to you. It does. But I wonder what happened here. It never translated that. And then, no problem, I'll speak in English only. No, first tell us what you meant, like what you said in Arabic. Mariam, kindly. And then Milton said, I only know English and Swahili. And then Mariam said, I'm sorry, I thought that YouTube translate to you because Arabic is easier to me. Okay. So Mariam, we will actually teach you Swahili. We will teach you Swahili. It's very, very easy. So Milton, you said he understands, but he can't see your comment because of his machine. And then Miriam, you are like, which machine? And then Milton was, I don't know. And then Miriam, you are siblings. And then Milton, it could be a phone or a computer or a tablet. So yeah, it could be anything. So it's actually a laptop. So Miriam, okay, I understand now. Milton said no, I haven't seen one. And then Miriam said the problem is I can't understand stories in different languages. I don't understand anything. Milton said, oh, again Milton, sorry. Again Milton, I got to go to bed. Oh, Milton, you went to sleep. Have a great night, Milton. And then we have Dr. Deepesh Sony. Hey Mark, remember me? Doctor. Yeah, I do remember you, Doctor. Welcome back. Thank you very much for stopping by. And then Miriam, you see, can you see the comments? No, yeah, sure thing, Miriam. Right now we are great. We are good. I can see the comment. Bro, yes, Miriam, I'm here. Talk to me. Yeah, Miriam said you are very patient. Yeah, that is what I love about you, Miriam. Very patient. And now here we are. You see the good thing of being patient. Are you still around, Miriam? Are you? Miriam, if you are still around, say hello again. Right now I can actually access the comments. Yeah, it really gave me a very hard time. But finally. Miriam, you said, but I'm not patient. So you're for real? You're not patient, Miriam? Actually, Dr. Miriam. Doctor. Also, Dr. Deepesh. How are you, brother? Also, friend, I can see Areg Radian. Welcome back, Areg. Yeah, you actually disappeared. Yeah, you've gone missing and now you're back. Welcome back. I'm very happy. I'm glad actually to see you. Areg Muradian. It's been days, man. So is that actually how you treat your friends, Areg? You go missing completely without saying hi. But I'm very happy that you stopped by to say hello. That is great. I respect that. Yeah, so friend, also you can comment Although again we have rain that seems to want to rain. Today actually luck wasn't on our side, man. Yeah, Miriam is saying yes, star. Miriam, right now I can actually read your comments. I can see them. Immediately you comment, I can see it. Although it has begun drizzling or raining. Finally. Yeah, I believe there is a lot of noise from the iron sheets. Let me check. Let me hear about the sound. It might actually force us to again mute, and then we'll be back. So it's actually raining. It has begun raining. So you'll kindly bear with me. Yeah, that is how it normally is. Like Miriam is really shocked, like what is that sound? So that is a sound that is actually coming from the iron sheets. So that is how it normally rains and then stops and then again resumes and then stops and then yeah. So it happens that yeah, Miriam, you're saying it. You think it's raining heavily. It actually does, although it's not really uniform. Like it can rain right now and then maybe give you a few minutes or hours and then goes back to raining and then takes a break and then again. So like today it has been doing that for the whole day since morning. So when I woke up, it was actually not raining, and then a few hours it began raining, and then it stopped, sun came out, and then again it started raining, and then stopped, and now it has resumed raining, although it's drizzling at the moment. Miriam, you are saying in your country it's very rare to rain. Yeah. You see, also in my country, there are places that do not really experience rain. Like they can go for many months before it rains. They can even go past 6 months before rain comes. And also when it begins raining, it rains heavily, too much, to an extent that it sweeps away their animals, their crops, their houses, their cars, everything. So it goes with everything, literally. So with them, with the people maybe towards the north of Kenya, so at times they prefer like it does not rain completely, because when it rains, it really messes around. Yeah, it messes things up. Tessie, how are you? Yeah, it's been days actually. Tessie, I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I normally watch your videos actually. You're doing a very great job, Tessie. I'm very happy also to see you around. Thank you for stopping by, Tessie. Mariam, you're saying the sound is loud. I thought it was flood. No. So the sound is actually coming from the iron sheets. My roof over here is not really covered. You see there are roofs that are covered, maybe using a ceiling board. Mine is not. So that is the reason as to why you can hear it. It's too much. So Tessie, you are saying you are good, and you good, and you. I'm doing great, Tessie. I'm very happy to see you actually. You're saying how is work? Work is great, Tessie. Very great. And how is Nigeria? I remember you told me you come from Nigeria, Tessie. So how's Nigeria? Also, Mariam, maybe are you going to school tomorrow? Yeah, that is to Mariam. Is tomorrow a school day for you? Oh, Tessie, you're saying Nigeria is good. Yeah, I'm also doing great, Tessie. Maybe Tessie, I never told you where I come from. I actually come from Kenya, towards the east of Africa. You guys are towards the west, I believe. So I'm on the other side of your country. Mariam, you're saying tomorrow is Friday. It's holiday. I believe, Mariam, you normally go to, you're Muslim, right, Mariam? Like tomorrow, Friday, you're supposed to go to the mosque. Is it? Mariam? Yeah. So you guys, but you go to school on Sunday, right? So I have a friend who lives in, which country was that? Is it Egypt or where? So she told me like, uh, you begin weekend on, not weekend actually, but you, like on Fridays, you guys never go to school, and Saturdays. So from Sunday, you go to school till Thursday. So Mariam, can you confirm if maybe it's true? So Mariam was saying, yes, tomorrow we will go to the mosque. But I also doubt that you usually go to the mosque, Mariam. Do you actually? You're among the people who normally stays at home. Now I understand. You're saying the official holidays is in Arabic countries are Fridays. Amazing. So friend, if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. Big time. Mariam, you're saying I speak in general about Muslims without details for men or women. That is nice. Somebody known as Olga Palachar. Hello to Olga. Welcome. Feel at home, Olga. Yeah? And thank you for passing by. Also, Olga, please support us by subscribing, and we will be very, very grateful. So Mariam, actually I have a question for you, Mariam. So let's assume, Mariam, Inomak, I'm interested in you, and I want to, for example, now, that is an example. I want to marry you, Mariam, and I'm not Muslim. Is it possible for you to be married to somebody who's not Muslim? Yeah, that is a question to Mariam. Is it possible, Mariam? Can you get married to someone who's not Muslim? I'm waiting for your reply, Mariam, if you are around. Mariam is saying no, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Okay. Oh, that is great. So now Mariam, you're saying no, not possible. Sorry. Why not, Mariam? Like, you cannot really get married to somebody who's not Muslim. completely. Or is it against religion? Is it, Mariam? Like if you're not Muslim, you cannot marry a Muslim. You can only marry a Muslim if you are a Muslim, or maybe if you convert. Is it? So Mariam is saying in Islam, it's haram to marry a man from another religion. Wow. Dr. Dipesh, you're saying hoi. Welcome again, Dr. Dipeshi. I hope you're doing great. Actually, to be honest with you, Mariam, I never really knew that it's haram actually for if maybe a lady is Muslim and then if she gets married to a man that is not Muslim. I never knew it was haram. So Dr. Dipeshi, you're actually asking Mariam a question like, what religion Muhammad used to follow before Islam? I do not really think if Mariam knows that. Mariam, maybe if, I do not really think she knows. You're saying because Islam came in existence after Muhammad, right? You see, Dr. Dipeshi, it's like asking me, a Christian, which religion Jesus used to follow before. I mean, which religion, who? That question is really tricky, Dr. Dipesh. I also, no, I don't. Dr. Dipesh, you're asking exactly, do you know? Honestly, I don't. I do not really know which, can I say denomination Jesus used to? So really, honestly, I do not. So maybe for you, Dr. Dipeshi, tell us what you know about this. Mariam has actually answered you, I believe. She has said he was on the religion of Hanifia. It's the religion of the Prophet Ibrahim. So you've been answered, Dr. Dipesh. I believe I'm saying your name correctly. Yeah, Mariam is actually a great student. Dr. Dipesh, do not joke around. She's a great mind. Okay. So apart from that now, Dr. Dipesh, how are you doing, my brother? I believe we are now maybe past at least talking about religion, right? Because each and every person has like his or her own beliefs, right? I know, do not really insist on that, Dr. Dipesh. We actually got the answers that we needed. So you're saying you're good. Amazing. So is it actually raining over there like it is in my country? It has been raining for the past few days. Like the rain has been massive. It's very cold. Rain from morning to evening. Like right now you can actually hear some drizzling from outside. So is it the same? Do you experience the same over there? Dr. Dipeshi is saying it's not the same over there. So Mariam, also talk to us. Are you experiencing rains over there? So friends, we've actually been around for the past 1 hour 47 minutes. No, Dr. Dipeshi asking, is Mariam from UAE? No, she's actually from Ethiopia. Right, Mariam? Is it Ethiopia? Yeah, Ethiopia. Is it, Mariam? Kindly help us. Also, friends, if maybe you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will be very, very grateful. Yeah, you can also greet us on the comment section and tell us maybe where you are at. That is, if maybe you do not mind. We actually waiting for Mariam to respond. Mariam, Dr. Dipeshi wants to know where you come from. Yeah, it's around here. It's actually almost midnight, so we have 2 minutes to. Yeah, it's 11:52, so it's almost midnight. Yeah. Mariam actually forgot. Mariam is from Egypt. Not, I was actually saying you're from Ethiopia, Mariam. Yeah, where the great River Nile passes by. We have Dora Dlamini. You're saying hi, I'm from Swaziland. Hello to Dora Dlamini. Thank you for stopping by. I've seen Swaziland on YouTube. Actually, there is a certain guy who normally posts very nice videos of Swaziland. It's really very green, very beautiful. Yeah. So Dora Dlamini, also kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. And then Mariam, you're saying, oh my God, brother, you forgot my nationality. Imagine, Mariam. Imagine I forgot your nationality. But now I will never forget. Yeah. I even remember the other day we were talking about the likes of Mo Salah, Mamouche. I have no idea why I forgot. Maybe I'm getting old, Mariam. Dr. Dipeshi, you're saying, Mariam, do you think nature made haram and halal, a human did it? Okay, friend. So we have like 9 minutes actually, because it's almost midnight. Yeah, we'll at least not take too long, because Dr. Dipeshi, you're saying nature only have 2 religions, you know what? You see, Dr. Dipeshi, okay, Mariam is answering you, saying, to tell you the full information, Muslim men can marry Muslim or Jewish or Christian women only. These religions. So I believe Mariam is saying Muslim men are supposed to marry Muslim ladies, Jewish men are supposed to marry Jewish ladies, Christians women are supposed to marry Christians. So that is according to religion. You see, from what I know is, you see, actually religion is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive matter, because if we begin talking about religion right now, we might not even finish talking about it, because talking about religion is similar to when somebody is arguing like how many buttons is a blazer supposed to have. You see, that is a conversation that can never really end. Like somebody can tell you a blazer is supposed to have 3 buttons. Somebody will come and say, no, a blazer is supposed to have 2 buttons. Another person can come and say, no, a blazer is only supposed to have a single button. You see, it's something that cannot really end. We have Dipeshi saying, that's what you have been taught, Mariam. But I'm happy that you're following those lessons, what you got. So Mariam was saying, brother, the God made everything, not the nature for the human. Yeah, that is the reason as to why I said, guys, religion, you cannot really, even if we begin a discussion right now about religion, we cannot really finish it, because each and every person has his or her own beliefs according to how you've been brought up. So it's really massive. Yeah. So we cannot really, and it's also a very sensitive matter, because each and every person has his or her own beliefs, like I said earlier on. So we cannot really say that a blazer is supposed to have 3 buttons, a blazer is supposed to have 1 button, a blazer is supposed to have 2 buttons. Somebody can even come up and say a blazer is supposed to have 5 buttons, and he'll be right in his or her own way. Yeah. Yeah, so friends, it's actually been an hour and 55 minutes. Maybe if there is a person who has a question and you want to ask before we wrap it up. Dipesh, you're saying, Mark, I want to see you in a good villa and a great YouTuber with million subscribers. Thank you very much, Dipesh. Yeah, I pray that comes to happen so that you and I can witness it, and so that I can also invite you over and celebrate that victory. Thank you very much, Dr. Dipesh. Yeah, that is actually my prayer too. I'm grateful for that. So also, friend, if maybe there is somebody who has a question before we call it a day, kindly, this is the time to bring that question. Actually, feel very free. Do not be afraid of anything. Yeah. We are always very respectful. Always. So if you have a question and maybe you want to ask, this is the right time before we call it a day. Actually, a few minutes ago, I was like, should we end the stream because it began raining, and now it looks like it has somehow given us a break to at least conclude, and then maybe later on it will rain. Mariam, you're saying, Mark, I don't understand. There's somebody known as user Shakul, you're saying, I have a question too. Okay, Shakul, kindly go ahead. And then Dr. Dipesh, you're saying, come to India and make daily vlogs. I can make you reach 1 million in 3 months, but you have to do daily vlogging. Live cannot make you reach so high. Thank you, Dr. Dipesh. You see, coming to your country means like I have to process for a passport, which might take around 3 months, and then process to get a visa. Obviously, I'll come as a tourist. So coming as a tourist means I have to have a bank statement, so that when I come over, I do not really come and then maybe overstay or maybe have nowhere to live. So it actually needs budgeting. But in the future, Dr. Dipesh, we will plan that. Definitely. No doubt. And then Mariam, you're saying, but yes, there's one God, but different religions think their special beliefs. Mariam, you're saying, what was the goal of this religious question mark? No. The thing is, Mariam, we were not really actually like trying to talk about religion. Yeah, it was actually a question that Dr. Dipesh wanted maybe clarification, and I think you clarified it, Mariam, very well. Dr. Dipesh, I believe we actually, you said that you cannot marry anyone other than Islam, so question came. Yeah, so Mariam, Dr. Dipesh wanted some clarification. I believe you answered him, and can we agree, guys, that we wrap it up kindly, like we call it a day? Mariam, Dr. Dipesh, User Shakul, you had a question, but you've not asked your question. So maybe ask before we finish. Yeah, Dr. Dipesh, you're saying, yo, brother, okay. Dipesh, you're saying, yeah, we can wrap it up. Mariam, are you good? We close this. And you, Sasha Cool, you disappeared without asking a question. So I believe everybody is in agreement that we can now call it a day. So I've waited for your question, user Shakul. You've not asked any. And also Mariam, you're saying, okay, honestly, I don't like talking about religion because it makes fighting, but I can clear something if I want. Yeah. I also believe talking about religion, it's not really easy to end. Like I said earlier on, it's similar to saying how many blazers should how many buttons should a blazer have. So thank you very much, Mariam. Thank you, Dr. Dipesh. Also for each and every person who took part. Nancy Marks, there were yeah, user Shakul also, I saw you. Yeah, my messages, my comments. Okay, to each and every person that took their time to comment, yeah, I want to thank you very much. So we will meet in our next stream. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, stay safe. I can see somebody coming in. So brother, kindly support us by subscribing. Radx, RADX, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So we will meet in our next stream. Like I said earlier on, take care of yourself, stay safe, and it's a bye for now. See you later.